Living Center to share Martha Brady's birthday. Spunky and independent, Brady summed up the secret of her longevity in 3 words.
My Quaker Oats.
In recognition of Brady's undying commitment, a representative from Quaker Oats presented her with an award.
Happy birthday, Martha.
We'll see you at 6.
The end of the road for the national 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. President Clinton says yes to signing the law repealing it. It's the beginning of the road for U.S. forces heading for Bosnia. The first 700 could be on the ground there this weekend. And Eye on America. Does a growing meat monopoly mean American cattle ranchers are heading for the last roundup? And higher meat prices for you.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather reporting tonight from Denver, Colorado.
Good evening from the Mile High City. The double nickel national speed limit that lasted a generation is about to stop on a dime. After years of protests, much of it emanating and spreading from out here in the West and from the trucking industry, President Clinton tonight gave the green light, signing the speed limit repeal approved by Congress. Opponents say this means more fatal crashes down the pike. Bob McNamara has the latest on the road warriors.
See how this guy's not paying a whole lot of attention here either?
Every weekday, Trooper Joe Lesnick patrols the roads of northern Colorado.
He's doing 19 over the posted speed limit of 65.
Tracking down and ticketing people who take rush hour too literally.
I'm a bit of a lead foot myself, so I tend to go over 65 quite a bit.
The leadfoot drivers here may soon have more leeway under a proposed new law that would raise the state speed limit to 75 on certain roads.
We're not out there to kill people. That's not our objective.
State Representative Ron May is leading the charge in Colorado.
We're going to set them right in the way the highways were actually designed to begin with.
Here in the West, with open spaces and long hauls on lonely roads, drivers for 2 decades have complained that the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit was too low. This year, politicians are listening. Nevada and Wyoming have already decided they would rather drive at 75. And states from California to Texas have designated a new top speed of 70. Montana drivers will have no speed limit during the day.
I think they should go back to a higher speed limit. I do. I think the roads can handle it.
Raising the speed limit may be popular with the public, but there could be a deadly downside. The White House said today the president has had reservations about signing the bill because of the potential loss of life.
I think 55 is a pretty good speed limit for it.
On the roads he patrols, this trooper says traffic has doubled in 20 years.
I don't think it's a good idea, and it's strictly a safety issue.
In the West, promising to raise the speed limit has long been the road to political success. Soon, politicians here may find out that sometimes giving the public what it wants can be a fatal mistake. Bob McNamara, CBS News, Denver.
After listening to President Clinton's prime-time reasoning for sending U.S. troops to Bosnia, Congress and the public, and indeed the president himself, still have concerns tonight, but the president is moving full speed ahead with his plan, a plan he says is must-do and can-do. National Security Correspondent David Martin begins our report.
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs briefed President Clinton today on a plan that could send an advance force of 700 American soldiers into Bosnia as early as this weekend. Whatever doubts Congress may have, a panel of foreign policy experts says it's too late to stop now.
But risky, as I think the situation is for U.S. troops, the alternative, in my judgment, is a clear disaster. To turn our backs now would be a catastrophe for U.S. reliability.
The U.S. is sending some of its best soldiers, special forces like those who patrolled the mean streets of Haiti, and some of its most sophisticated technology, virtual reality maps to navigate by, and a still experimental radar plane to track troop movements. But rescuing Bosnia from its ethnic hatreds is a gargantuan task.
If our goal is to achieve the enduring viability of Bosnia, we will be there for the foreseeable future.
U.S. troops only plan to be there for a year. That's the estimate for how long it will take to create stability in Bosnia. Critics think other factors are at work.
I believe we'll be out of there in a year for the wrong reasons, and that is the fact that there's an election in November of 1996.
The troops could accomplish their mission, separate the warring factions, and keep the fighting from breaking out again. But that alone will not bring peace to Bosnia.
The parties may decide that rather than tackle the United States, they'll just wait until we leave.
The goal is to give Bosnia 1 year free of war in which to settle the disputes which started the war in the first place. One of today's witnesses said that sounds more like a hope than a strategy. David Martin, CBS News, the Pentagon.
The president is clearly standing against the prevailing winds of public opinion. Most Americans still oppose the idea of committing U.S. troops to Bosnia. A CBS News poll taken right after last night's speech indicates 58% of those surveyed are opposed. The president may not have convinced Congress either, but as Bob Schieffer reports now, he did make an impression. Bob?
Dan, I think the main thing to say is that this Bosnia question has had a sobering effect on Capitol Hill. For example, when both sides started talking today about how they're going to balance the budget, all the harsh rhetoric was gone from the debate of the past 2 weeks.
I've had a chance to talk to the president 3 times in the last couple of days, and he's indicated a willingness, obviously, to get this done.
But clearly, Bosnia is going to slow down budget negotiations. When the president came to the Capitol to tell Democrats he felt honor-bound to look for a budget compromise, there was as much talk about Bosnia as the budget.
Senator McCain's office.
That reflected the thousands of phone calls now pouring into Capitol offices,
Vermont,
most of them opposed to sending troops to Bosnia.
Where are you calling from, Texas? Are you calling about Bosnia? Okay, I'll put you down.
By late afternoon, the White House was bussing in members of Congress so the president could ask for their support on Bosnia before he left for Europe. But skepticism remained high.
But as I told the president, if they're getting the kinds of phone calls from their districts that I'm getting from my district, that getting a vote on this matter would be like pulling teeth through the back of your head.
So clearly that means the president still has a lot of work to do to convince Congress to go along with his plan to send troops to Bosnia, but it also probably means that until the Bosnia question is settled, not much is going to get done on the budget, Dan.
Bob Schieffer on Capitol Hill. The CBS Evening News will continue in a moment from beautiful Denver as we visit our new CBS affiliate here, News 4 KCNC. Still ahead, the latest in violent entertainment. But who's really getting hurt? And up a tree or just out to save one?
Patty, I got the wrong cheese.
Real Italian meals don't begin
What were you thinking?
without the Parmesan cheese that's always 100% Parmesan. No fillers. Kraft 100% grated Parmesan cheese. Now you can eat.
You've always brought me luck.
White Diamonds, the intriguing fragrance from Elizabeth Taylor.
Hey, Remington, shave this.
The Remington Triple Foil, the only shaver with 3 micro screens, now has a 50% greater cutting rate. If you can grow it, we can shave it.
And for women, a silky smooth shave in or out of the shower. The Remington Wet Dry.
Here in Colorado, the U.S. Air Force Space Command now confirms it is tracking a malfunctioning 2-ton Chinese military satellite roughly the size of a Volkswagen. It's expected to plunge out of orbit around April 1. No one knows exactly where, but its orbit could bring it crashing down over heavily populated parts of the globe, including most parts of the continental United States. What's worse, the Chinese reportedly designed this satellite to survive the heat of re-entry. Robert Citron was feeling the heat today as he entered Superior Court in Orange County, California. But the defense has come up with a unique strategy for the man behind the biggest municipal bankruptcy in U.S. history. As correspondent Jerry Bowen reports, Citron's lawyers now say more than his books were out of balance.
And now the dummy defense, the defense of Robert Citron, the one-time financial wizard who today was described as a man
who didn't have a full deck.
That's defense attorney Dave Weichert arguing probation for Citron, the ex-county treasurer who confessed to shuffling Orange County, California into bankruptcy, $1.7 billion into the red.
Mr. Citron was suffering from psychological deficits,
Now facing 14 years in prison, the one-time manager of a $20 billion portfolio is described as demented.
I believe people will say that Bob was different in the early to mid-90s, that Bob had changed, that Bob wasn't the same Bob anymore, that he was
A victim of advisors, including brokerage firm Merrill Lynch.
I think he was a pitch into the largest brokerage firm in the country.
What a difference a year makes. A year ago, as his empire crumbled, Citron was remembered for his arrogance.
I said, but Bob, how can you be sure interest rates aren't going up? And he came back that I'm one of the largest investors in America. I know these things.
And the politicians who were supposed to be watching Citron said they thought they were watching a genius.
The world is telling you that this guy is better than sliced bread.
And now he's toast, making one last desperate effort to stay home for the holidays, rather than start the new year in prison. Sentencing is late next month. Jerry Bowen, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The Warner Lambert Drug Company pleaded guilty today to criminal charges. The company agreed to pay a $10 million fine for criminally trying to hide quality problems from federal regulators concerning its widely used anti-epilepsy drug, Dilantin. The FDA says it has received no reports so far of any injuries from poor quality batches of Dilantin.
Something's been overlooked in the design of women's razors. The woman. But there's one razor that adjusts to your legs and underarms, even bikini line. Norelco's Silhouette, the first razor designed to shave a woman where a woman shaves.
Come on, guys.
Hi, Fran. How are you? Coffee and a jelly pill. Complete bran flakes. What's he stares like I can't make a change? What's with you? I look like this when I joined the force? Well, no. I eat junk all day. I come home, I say I'm going to work out. I never do. I gotta do something.
Thousands of people have started turning their lives around with 4 little words. Kellogg's Complete Bran Flakes.
Hey, Fran. Can I make a switch here? I feel like I'm married to you.
Kellogg's Complete Bran Flakes. It's a start.
You ready? Yes. Tell me what you smell.
I have no idea.
You're really stuffed.
Yes.
I have a nasal spray I want to give you. Now what do you smell?
That's an orange.
You got it. Curious about the product?
Dristan.
Dristan 12-hour nasal spray.
Man, I can breathe.
AARP and Centrum Silver salute John Whitaker. For helping others, John is honored with a Legacy Award by AARP and Centrum Silver. The Centrum specially formulated for your changing nutritional needs after 50. It's a great time to be silver.
These vegetables are about to be perfectly steamed, like food has never been steamed before, in the Black & Decker Handy Steamer. Because deliciously steamed food requires perfect timing.
He's 44, and only one thing may be able to save him, a high-tech heart device. But he has to go to Italy to get it.
Does it seem a little crazy to you that an American patient has to go to Italy to get American technology?
Absolutely foolish. That's right, American technology not available here at home. What's going on? Tomorrow on the CBS Evening News.
Rockets were exploding across the last active war front in the Middle East today. The targets were Israeli towns along the Lebanese border. The pro-Iranian Hezbollah army launched more than 30 rockets from southern Lebanon, the heaviest barrage in 2 years. At least 6 Israelis were wounded. Israel hit back with airstrikes and artillery against what it said were guerrilla bases in Lebanon. Israeli officials said they may go further, raising the threat of a massive punitive strike. Here at home, a battle of another kind. It's the ultimate in violent entertainment. A savage man-to-man fight to the finish where just about anything goes. Some fans say they love it, but as Richard Threlkell reports, many critics are fighting to ban it.
He's breaking his leg. This fight is over. He's breaking his ankle.
It's called extreme fighting. 2 men in a ring battling bare-knuckled, no holds barred, till one of them gives up or can't continue.
He quit.
The only difference between this and a street brawl is there's no biting or eye gouging, and there's a referee who's apparently not much more than a bystander.
With everything, this is it. Throwing in the towel.
This particular extreme fight was staged this month in Wilmington, North Carolina, with Super Bowl-style hoopla and a full house of spectators.
It ain't like the movies and stuff, it's just real.
It's more realistic. I mean, it's just bloodier.
A lot of the spectators were children.
If you're not going to come here, then you shouldn't worry about it. I mean,
he's unconscious.
This fight was banned in New York after pressure from Roy Goodman, a state senator who's trying to ban it permanently, as many states already have.
This is absolutely animalistic behavior. It reminds me of a human cockfighting in which the object is for one party to literally destroy the other.
Extreme fighting. But even if you can't see extreme fighting at ringside, you can watch it for $19.95 on pay TV. Its defenders argue that contestants are eager to compete for the prize money, and as for the fans, well, it's a free country.
Now he's in total trouble.
I think if you're going to watch it, then that's your business. If you're not, then leave us alone.
Has anyone ever been seriously injured in the history of this event? No. Have people been seriously injured and killed within boxing? Yes, it happens all the time.
You got something for his head?
No, none of the contenders has been killed yet, but a lot of them have wound up looking like they've been in a, well, in a street fight.
Away from him, see that? And he got slapped.
Apart from whatever damage the guys in the ring are doing to each other.
Oh, my God, look at this.
You wonder what damage is being done to those who watch this stuff. Richard Threlkeld, CBS News, New York.
An interesting medical and scientific development today. An anonymous woman who donated her body to science when she died now has immortality in cyberspace. With the help of researchers here in Colorado, the woman's body has been completely scanned and computerized, ready to be viewed from any angle, any part of the body, from head to toe, outside or inside. Researchers say the, quote, virtual woman is a boon to medical students studying anatomy or practicing surgery. Coming up next from Denver, Eye on America. Tonight, a range war, high stakes and high stake prices.
It happens in the hospital. It happens at home. It's the onset of heartburn. It's an attack of acid indigestion. For these stomach flare-ups, the #1 choice of hospitals is Maalox. Hospitals know that nothing works faster to rush heartburn relief. Now, you know it too. Fast-acting Maalox. Hospitals can count on it for speed, and that's just what you need. Maalox, the first choice for hospitals, the fast choice for home. In fast-acting Maalox tablets too.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me.
The new Hoover Steamback Deluxe with a 5-brush agitator. It washes and extracts dirt like a whole crew of professionals. So you know, there's really no comparison.
Nobody does it like you, Hoover. Nobody does it like you.
Hey, you.
Who, me?
Look what Betty Crocker's whipped up. A richer-than-rich brownie bar.
Ooh.
That's totally fat-free.
Fat-free?
You heard me. Now all the best of Betty's in a fat-free, ready-to-eat brownie. New sweet rewards.
Betty ought to get a reward for these.
How much closer are our precision heads? Our innovative lift-in cup system? How much better is the latest Norelco? In a word, we've never brought you closer. The Norelco Razor, our closest shave ever.
I'm glad you made it to the reunion.
Oh, I can't believe it's been 20 years. Oh.
You okay?
I could use some Tylenol.
Here.
Oh, ibuprofen? No, I can't. I had an ulcer. Really? My husband had an ulcer. Oh, he should be careful. My doctor says ibuprofen can aggravate an ulcer. Tylenol just works great.
If you're using ibuprofen, Tylenol may be safer for you. Talk to your doctor.
20 years later, you've still given me the answer.
Are you ever going to listen?
He's got a heart condition. An American-designed high-tech device may be able to save him, but he has to go to Italy to get it. Italy? What's going on? Find out tomorrow.
Montana Senator Max Baucus is calling tonight for an investigation of the meatpacking industry and the prices it pays ranchers for livestock. Ranchers here in cattle country throughout the West say meat packers are manipulating prices and driving them out of business. Peter Van Sant has been investigating the cattle battle and what's at stake for tonight's Eye on America.
In the land of the big sky, where cowboys still drive cattle across the endless prairie, the people who put meat on America's tables, like rancher Lyle Quick, are financially starving.
Is ranching a dying business, Lyle?
It is.
It is, I'm afraid. You know, this year I'll probably lose $30,000 to $50,000.
Come alive, come alive. At cattle auctions across the Midwest, the grim faces say it all. These ranchers are losing money on every steer they sell.
You almost feel guilty buying at that price.
2 years ago, a 500-pound steer brought $500. Today, that steer is bringing just $300.
How many of you face the prospect of going out of business if prices stay as low as they are over the next few years? Everybody.
We're being ripped off, and so is the consumer.
Cattlemen say the forces that are destroying their livelihood are having an effect far away from the Great Plains, right inside your pocketbook. Ranchers are getting 20 to 40% less for their beef, and yet meat prices at the grocery store haven't fallen. Why? Some economists say it's because of what they call America's newest monopoly.
Doggone it, you're being robbed, and it's got to stop.
Iowa State University economist John Helmuth tells ranchers their troubles are the direct result of a monopoly. In 1979, the top 3 meatpacking companies controlled about 1/3 of the market. Today, they control more than 80%.
The laws are in place to keep this from happening. The Justice Department and the U.S. Department of Agriculture have not been enforcing the laws.
And Helmuth says that concentration is what's costing consumers.
Are consumers right now paying more for meat than they should be paying?
Absolutely. At least 10% more, 10 to 25 to 30% more.
And the meat packers, they've had record profits in the last 2 years.
People who believe that a monopoly exists in the meat industry know more about rhetoric than competition.
Patrick Boyle is a spokesman for the meat industry.
And today we have the highest number of cattle that we've had in the last 20 years. It doesn't take a rocket scientist or even an economist to conclude that it's going to result in a drop in prices.
And if that be true, then why don't they pass the savings on?
Rancher Lyle Quick says depressed cattle prices are causing an economic depression in his hometown of Circle, Montana.
This was an insurance agency, and it's closed now. No barbershop, that's closed. The dollars aren't there.
Could Circle become a ghost town?
Absolutely. It can't help but be.
Lyle is afraid he'll be forced from the life and the land that he loves.
It's part of you, you know. It gets to be part of you.
And you're really worried that you could lose it.
Yeah, it's possible. But I'll tell you what, if I do, I'll go down and fight.
Lyle is convinced that if he and ranchers like him lose this range war, an American way of life may also be lost. In Circle, Montana, I'm Peter Van Sant for Eye on America.
And coming up next, ecology warriors out to save nature turn over a whole new leaf in their tactics.
Cause I'm the snake line from Black & Decker. I get around, I'm the snake line.
It happens in the hospital. It happens at home. It's the onset of heartburn. It's an attack of acid indigestion. For these stomach flare-ups, the #1 choice of hospitals is Maalox. Hospitals know that nothing works faster to rush heartburn relief. Now you know it too. Fast-acting Maalox. Hospitals can count on it for speed, and that's just what you need. Maalox, the first choice for hospitals, the fast choice for home. In fast-acting Maalox tablets too.
Discover the feeling of Fix-It Fresh. A stronger, longer hold, a more secure, fresh approach to wearing dentures. And the fresh sensation gives you the confidence to live life without limits. Try a fresh approach.
Some days I get these really pounding headaches. I used to take Tylenol, but it didn't always get rid of all the pain. So I've been using Advil for a while now. I found that on my tough headaches, 2 Advil work better than 2 extra-strength Tylenol tablets. Better than Tylenol gel caps. And you know, nothing's been proven to last longer than Advil. For my tough headaches, Advil just works better.
And now, introducing new Advil gel caplets. One more advance for Advil.
advanced medicine for pain.
Oh, this is great.
Merry Christmas.
It's perfect.
Yes, there is a Santa, the Norelco Santa. Come to town with great gift ideas for the holidays, like the Maverick beard and mustache trimmer, for just the look he wants. The Norelco Speed Razor, for close and comfortable to go. Or Santa's favorite, the Norelco Triple Header, for our closest shave ever. The perfect gifts for the perfect look. Norelco brings you closer for the holidays.
Increasingly, Colorado is often front and center on national issues, and not just the national speed limit. For instance, there's also the debate about preserving nature versus development aimed at saving jobs. But if you think the debate here gets hot and heavy, check out the scene overseas. As Vicki Mabry reports, it's British bulldozers versus eco warriors out on a limb and taking grassroots campaigning to the deepest level yet.
Sandwiches on the line. There's a battle brewing in these branches. Out in the English countryside where mini fortresses blanket the treetops. And new recruits learn the rules of engagement.
You'll need those when you know, especially when you get to the top.
It's a particularly British conflict, part Robin Hood, part Peter Pan.
The idea is to get up into the trees and stay there for as long as possible.
For these young protesters, being called a tree hugger is simply a statement of fact. They're living in these trees in a last-ditch effort to keep them from being chopped down.
I can't sit by and watch, you know, this sort of mindless destruction of the countryside.
What they're fighting is a highway that would cut through this beautiful English landscape, a road the nearby town of Newbury says is desperately needed. 50,000 vehicles a day rumble through Newbury, an otherwise quaint market town of 27,000 people. The local council wants to build a bypass to divert traffic away from the center of town.
This is nothing like a market town, and this road should be nowhere near a market town.
Townspeople jammed in traffic can't see the protesters' point.
I spend hours in the morning trying to get to work and back home in the evenings, and everybody else is doing the same. I don't think there's a choice.
Huddled in their tree houses, the protesters say the battle lines are drawn.
People here have got so much strength and passion for what they're doing that, I don't know, they can never stop it.
But similar confrontations over other road construction turned nasty, and the protesters lost. The battle, if it happens, will not take place only in the air. Faced with the knowledge that cherry pickers can pluck them from the treetops, the protesters have gone underground, literally, in a series of tunnels inspired by the Viet Cong.
We have a good supply of food down here and candles, so we can survive a siege for quite a long time.
I feel it was a great benefit.
Bernard Mackey has been tramping the hills around Newbury since he was a boy. He's too old now to live in trees, but he wants the countryside left alone.
Whereas at the moment you have a nice peaceful landscape and you can come here and enjoy yourself. Now you'll have the rumble of traffic the whole time and the view will be spoilt. You have no sense of sort of place.
The protesters say the bulldozers could come any day now. They admit there's a Neverland quality to all this and hope it's not a lost cause. Vicki Mabry, CBS News, Newbury, England.
And that's part of our world tonight. A special thanks to everyone at our new CBS affiliate here in Denver, News 4, KCNC, and the wonderful new Denver Public Library, world class, from where we've done this broadcast. For the CBS Evening News, Dan Rather reporting. Good night.